Let's go to Bob in Texas. Hey, Bob, what's going on, brother?
I'm back, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Loving that silver.
Yeah, it moved. It moved.
Well, I'll be curious. I just wanted to interject that I'll be curious to see what happens to the COT report on Friday after that massive takedown in silver yesterday. To see whether the commercials closed out a lot of that short, because there was a pretty big short position.
Yeah, I can tell you that I understand how that works, but I've never really paid attention to it in either the silver or the gold market, and it's never really hurt me. I don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. I understand some people. That's all they do. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in general, but. It always seems to be, it's about building cars. It's about getting, frustrated. This metals market always seems to be at the same. I think if you always keep your eye on that dollar, it's about the dollar, man. And like this one's about as bizarre as you can get, man.
Well, I guess we ought to send Steve a thank you note, huh?
Well, he broke it down. And I can tell you something, man. They evidently want to break it down because he's no fool. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
He knew you don't be he's a financial guy. Period. You don't come out and say you want a weak dollar, because there's still plenty of people that thought what, And then of course the thing that's going to be really sad here is that. You get the White House turn around saying they get a stable dollar. Folks that aren't in the financial business are not going to even realize that their pockets are getting picked, and they don't even know it, man. So it's pretty intense. But it is what it is, man. So.
I know. It's steamroller coming at you, right?
Well, it's a steamroller coming. What happens, folks, is this: it's a steamroller coming at you. If you're spending your money in the United States, bottom line, your dollar's your dollar. You try to go outside the United States for a second and forget it, man. So it's a way. Listen, technically it was going down to 82 anyway, and we'll find out whether it's going to go after that 75 level. It might.
You think we're going to get a bounce at 88 on the dollar, and then
no, because you know what?
82?
No, I don't, and this is why. It's how we've come into it today. So picture this. When I was first looking at this, it was like, you've heard me, whether it's, a month ago saying, okay, there should be some support at that 88 and 89. And the way that you get support is that you don't come into support like this. You know what I mean? You don't have this
volume.
Yeah, and monster price spread, and we're into it. We get it. The beginning of it was 89, 620. We're at 89, 230. We have 2 more days left, man. It's going to destroy this thing. So it's, I think it's game night to 78 probably.
Did the 10-year break today?
No, the 10-year doesn't want to break. And so what that's telling me is that more than likely what's going to happen is that somehow this fast move in the currency is going to turn around and basically jack up the market or get a pullback, because they're buying bonds, man. The 10-year's only down 5 ticks. It's nothing. There
was something out on one of the newsreels today that were kind of intimating that many of the pension funds were into their January rotations. They're going to be selling profit and rotating back into bonds for a short amount of time anyway, rebalancing.
Yeah, it's, listen, the bond market just doesn't seem to want to go down. Yesterday, Mnuchin came out and he told the market that, listen, on the 31st, he's going to start issuing $1 trillion worth of bonds, and we haven't done that since January 10th, and it still didn't hurt the market. So, one of our targets were basically saying in the den, I think she's right, that, the rates, you really got to look at the world rates, and our rates are still really high compared to the world rates. That's the reality.
Oh, yeah. I think that either the 5 or 10-year in Germany is like 0.8 or some ridiculous number.
Yeah,
we're definitely,
it's 0.5.
We definitely have the premium, but I guess we've got more ink than everybody else does. I don't know.
Well, it's 0.5. I have it right in front of you. We're at 2.6.
Okay, 0.5.
And it's 0.5%. And France is 0.8%. The UK is 1.4. So that's high. You look at percentage-wise there, that's high, man. So,
Sure. Interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be
So-
wild. Cooking, brother.
All right. Hey, terrific. Thanks again.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Cheers.
Stay right there, folks.